Values allow all of you to hold one another and each other accountable. Accountability is not a bad word. It is an important word that we take ownership for the consequences of our actions, whether they be good or bad. And values allow us to keep us on track in regard to that. Values should be part of the hiring process. They should be part of the recognition process. They should be part of the review process. And when it comes to values as part of the interview process, it's critical. Because tell me when you finally make a decision to de-hire someone. Remember that word, by the way, de-hire. It's a very nice word. It's a little softer than you're out of here, right? So, but tell me if you finally made one of those difficult decisions to let someone go. Tell me you haven't had people come up to you and go, kind of what took you so long? I mean, this person's been toxic for 6 months. Values allow you to nip that in the bud a little bit in regard to making sure we have the right people on the bus, in regard to as a team, and that we're all aligned and what we see is a vision for our practice and where we want to go. From a personal perspective, core values for each and every one of you, remember this, your core 4. If I was in a little workshop setting with all of you, I'd have you write down, take a minute, and write down what I would consider your core 4. 3 or 4 values that you truly believe reflect or wish to reflect your character. Is it your humility, your creativity? Is it your ingenuity, your intellect, your compassion? You know, there's 2 types of people out there. You've all seen it. When the curveball's thrown. The first person, when the curveball's thrown, they don't even have the courage to step up to the plate and take the at-bat. And they'll go cower in a corner, they'll whine, blame, complain, find some excuse to justify why they're miserable, why they're going to be disrespectful, why they don't have to do their job, why they don't have to take care of the children they bring into this world. And then you have the second type of person, which I have no doubt all of you are, that when the curveball's thrown, we may strike out, bend there, hit it over the fence, bend there, but at least we had the guts to step up to the plate and take the at-bat. If I asked all of you to reflect on your life just a small bit, tell me it hasn't been some of the biggest challenges, obstacles, failures, that when you persevered through them, it gave you an idea of what you're capable of achieving. If this morning's all about character, how do I find out what it's about if it's not tested? And as I share with you, I don't like going through difficult times any more than anybody else does, but I know for a fact that they structure who we are. And depending on how we embrace them, will determine how we react to some of those challenges. I know with all my heart, every cell of my being, I wouldn't be here today with you if I hadn't lost my dad. I believe that. Even though it was so long ago, I believe there was a bigger plan there, without question. But how we look at things, life isn't what you're given, it's how you take it. Notice the connection between core values and accountability. Without values, how do I hold myself and others accountable? So there's the connection. You don't need a high-speed consultant to come in and demonstrate the connection between core values and accountability and how to make people more accountable. It relates directly to the values. But the other thing about accountability is that every success principle falls back down to personal accountability. Why don't you think about this for a moment? How many people you know who walk around negative 24/7 hold themselves accountable for the aftermath of their negativity? 0. You ever seen someone come into the practice like this? Not another day at the practice. I can't take it anymore. My life's a wreck. I've been given a bad deck of cards. How many people are going to come up to that person and go, hey, great to see you? They're not. Right? And the interesting thing is the person who walks in each and every day, they fail to realize what? It's their choice to be miserable. How many people lack integrity and hold themselves accountable for being unethical? Lying, cheating? No. They find the excuse to justify it. How many people are personally dishonest, project one thing, live another, and hold themselves accountable for living an internal lie? Follow me on this one. This is a good one. How many people use yesterday to justify why they're miserable today and hold themselves accountable for their present situation? Simply stating, as we are together this morning right now, understand there are literally people waking up hoping for a better past. They're hoping for a better yesterday. My goodness, I can't change 10 minutes ago. How am I going to change 10 years ago? But look at how many people focus on what should have been, might have been, could have been, instead of what could be. How many people lack professionalism and hold themselves accountable for losing it? And my definition of professionalism is emotional patience. When you're under stress and under pressure, how patient are you with your emotions? Look how that directly connects to understanding what your core four are. If I don't have a handle of what my values are as an individual, when I'm under stress and pressure, I'm more likely to become emotionally impatient. When we get angry, that's always a red flag. There's something out there that's kind of tugging at us in regard to something we haven't addressed or an insecurity. So core values go hand in hand with our ability to maintain a level of emotional patience.